Welcome back to my channel. This is Angelic Portal 111, and lately, as you may be able to see, I have gone through some life changes. I have shifted homes, still unpacking, lots to unpack, and this hasn't happened to me in a while. But today, I felt the urge to pull out some tarot cards. Actually, these are more like oracle cards. I don't really read tarot, but I have a bunch of oracle cards. And today I felt uh, called to pull out these oracle cards. It's from the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud. And I felt like coming up with this energy, the message of what you need to hear right now, energetic update. And obviously, if it resonates, then take it. If it doesn't resonate, then just let it go, let it be. Most of the time, the way I check the energy updates, if it is for me, if it is not, or any kind of pick a card, is if I see that either the thumbnail is calling me or the the caption, the title is calling me, and it is resonating with me. If the title resonates with me, then the chances of the reading resonating with me are much higher. So I have been in a little bit of a slump lately. I just finished a Buddhist retreat. It was an introduction to Buddhism. It was a short retreat, and it was lovely. But I am still processing from that, and I am feeling a sort of slump, you could say. And at the same time, I'm enjoying the slump, but I am feeling a certain slump. So I thought I'll do this reading, and please only take what resonates. I have already shuffled and picked the cards. So again, if that's not the kind of reading you watch, then you can click away. So yeah, here we go. It's the first card we got. It is called Himself. Yeah, I'm in a very jittery energy. I think the minute I picked up the Fairies Oracle, I felt very like energized. I felt like, ooh, and till now I was not in that zone. I was in more of a, as I explained already, but now I'm feeling like a nice energy. I'm feeling like yeah, I'm feeling quite fairy-esque. So definitely this deck has that impact. This is the cover of the deck. And this is the guidebook, but I'm being called to read these cards intuitively, and the messages are coming intuitively, and I want to really channel that. So I won't be really referring to what these cards mean in the book. Okay. So this is the first card we have got, guys. It is called Himself, and to me, this card, it is all about authenticity. It is all about showing up really and truly how you are, who you are, without excuses and without apology. Yes. So as you can see in this card, the person is looking very confident, very sure of themselves. And again, to me, this card is titled Himself, but for me, this card is not about a male or a female. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It's just about you showing up authentically and honestly, and really getting to that point. This is what is the card is saying. To get to that point, sometimes it is a little hard to get to that point where you can show up authentically, because of so many things, because of how society has conditioned us, because of what our friends and family expect of us, because of the story we have been telling ourselves, because of the identity we have crafted for ourselves. Sometimes it is hard to make that switch, because oh my god, like this is who I identify as, and now I am no longer that, and who am I? So there's always that interim period between who you were and who you're going to be, where that it can feel a little foggy, it can be disorienting, it can be confusing, and it can be scary. And I feel you are moving towards your authentic self. And authenticity can mean many different things for many different people. Again, you watch a video of somebody who says they're authentic, and their idea of authenticity may not be for you. That may not be authenticity for you. Your idea of what is authentic is different from someone else's idea of authentic. So keep that in mind when you watch videos of people who are really confident or who appear perfect. Firstly, that may not be this entire story, because the way people appear and the way they are is quite different. Secondly, it's also very, even authenticity is very subjective. And when you're being authentic, it might look unfamiliar or strange or scary to someone else. And that's okay. That's what this card is saying. Okay, that's okay. I also see that this person's eyes are red. Um, feel like it's almost go time on something. Something could be a project, it could be just appearing like as yourself in the public. We see these antlers as well, which is for me a very forward moving energy, like a charging energy. However, I am not getting the energy of charging right away. I'm just getting the energy that you are getting ready to go. You are getting ready. It's like how a vehicle is revving up its engine, and it's just starting up that engine. So that is the energy I am receiving, and it goes very well with April, the month, and it's also Aries season and it's spring. So springing into action energy is available to us. But however, I'm getting a very different energy from this reading, which is a lot more. It's not that it's not action oriented, but it is a lot more inwards. It's a lot more like, I will get out when I'm ready. I will get out when I'm ready. I am not going to be pushed, and I'm not going to show up as somebody else just because this is the time everybody is showing up for themselves. Like, I will only show up when I feel it is the right time for me, and in the way that I really, really, truly feel is me, is authentically me. That's what this card is saying. So, guys, if you have been feeling that energy of resistance, or even procrastination, I just want to tell you that this may not be procrastination. This may be that energetically you are in a different wavelength, and you need to explore this and complete this before you can take action, before you can charge ahead. Because being authentic is more important than blindly charging forward. Slow and steady is more important. So it's okay to be slow and steady, but it's much worse to jump in without feeling and there's something off. And I'm not saying that you don't need to jump in. Sometimes it's good to jump in when you're not ready. This is very different energy I'm getting. I'm just reading what I'm getting. Okay, guys. So this first card, we got the second card, Penelope Dreamweaver. So this reading is definitely all about you, your identity, your dreams, what is shaping up who you really are. It's a very inward journey. It's a very inward centric reading. It's not really not about other people. This reading is not about relationships. It's not about who you're going to marry, who is approaching you. So I'm telling you right now, guys, if you are looking for that kind of reading, this is not the one for you. This reading is a lot to do with yourself. That's about it. It's just about personal development. All right? Wow. I'm feeling it. I'm just feeling the energy so strongly. Okay. So, now we have Penelope Dreamweaver, and in this card you can see that she is holding this glowing ball of light and her eyes are closed. Again, the eyes being closed for me show that this is a good time for you to really go inwards, to understand who you are in this moment, because who we are keeps changing. Who we are keeps changing, and it keeps mutating and morphing. And it's good to check in with ourselves every once in a while that am I on this path because I really want to be on this path, or am I on this path because I'm used to it, or because people expect me to be on this path. And there is no limit. You can be on any path that you want. It's sky is not even the limit. They say sky is the limit. Sky is not the limit. So I want you to understand that yeah, this is the time for the deep questions. This is the time for you to really go deep and ask yourself those questions which you might have been running away from, because that is going to be crucial in you shaping your dreams, in manifesting your dreams into the reality, as above so below. Now, if you don't understand what is going on in the below, in that sense, then you cannot manifest from above. You cannot manifest the light without making the darkness known. So you have to really look into your darkness, and not necessarily just in your shadows and darkness, but just look into the confusion of what's going on within you. Look into, check in with yourself, ask yourself those crucial questions. And a good time to cocoon, because uh, you don't get the answers without cocooning, without being on your own. So good time to take time off from others, including friends, and just cocoon, because this is a good time for you to really get to know, like, hey, what's really going on. And these answers come when we're quiet, when we're meditating. They don't come in this chatter and distractions and lots of things to do. So this is what the universe is saying: go inwards, look for those answers deep within you, be quiet for some time, or meditate for some time, so that the answers can come. And don't worry if the answers don't come right away. Don't expect them to come when you want them to come. It's shaping up, it's occurring, it's happening. And this is the advice card that I received. So as you can see now, this card, Laced Moon's Daughter, so it's a very moony energy, silver energy. And it's a very feminine energy. Now these two together, you can see that without um, going into that unconscious or subconscious part of you, without making the subconscious conscious, then the change is not possible. And that is what this card is telling me, that it is a good time to go deep into your subconscious, to go into your imagination, and to do those things that are to make that confusion speak to you. What is all that confusion or that disorientation really trying to tell you? It is slowly taking shape into the word. It is slowly taking shape into logic. But before logic, we are in the subterranean realm, and this is that period. And it's also okay to be in this period. It's also okay to not be in the spotlight or to not be in the sun. If someone else is feeling like they want to be in the sun, doesn't mean you need to also compete and be in the sun. Be authentic, stay true to yourself, stay true to who you really are right now. There is no need to prove yourself. The only person you need to prove yourself to is only yourself. And anyone and everyone will be able to feel that energy when you are standing in that energy, when you have claimed that energy, and when you have accepted who you really are. Then you don't have need words to speak. To me, none of these cards are much about logos and speech. It's all about the deep work, the alchemical work that is happening. And some of it we don't understand, and that's fine too. It's okay not to know. I think this card is saying it's okay not to know. Like, have fun with your darkness, have fun with your imagination. Look at her smile. She's looking so playful, even though she's in the deep darkness. And even this character is kind of smiling. You know, there's a lot of darkness, but it's fun. She's having fun with it. So don't be afraid of it, and don't be ashamed of it. Just have fun with it. And what needs to come up will come up, and you will come out into the sunlight when it is the right time for you. That's a huge important message massage. And so these are three cards, and I have this card. So it is basically how I picked it was the himself card came out first, right? And then we have the Dreamweaver, Penelope Dreamweaver, and then we've got the Lady of the Harvest. Like I told you, the harvest is coming. Guys, the harvest is coming, okay? And you can understand the contrast between these cards. You see, all these previous cards have just one person in it, pretty much one person. This card has a lot of commotion. It has a lot of things happening. It's this lady's surrounded. She's surrounded by people, and a lot of them are helpers. So the message I'm getting, and there's a lot of harvest, there's a lot of fruit. Even her body is pregnant, right? Almost you can say a pregnant kind of energy. So that is coming. Okay, the harvest is coming, and there's so much fruit, there's so much abundance for you, and there's going to be people who are going to help you. They're really going to help you. Yeah, I don't usually get these messages, but I just want to say also, beware of I don't usually get these messages because I'm just very clean as a reader and I don't read often cards, but I am getting this energy that be careful, like of someone who wants to just take from you, who wants to take off your fruits and your hard earned labor. Just be a little careful of that. But there is going to be help, but also you're going to attract. So you're going to attract mixed energies in the future. For me, this is the future card, Lady of the Harvest. But you're going to have a lot of abundance. There's a lot of amazing stuff coming your way, but just be careful of energies that don't that want to kind of take from you or trick you a little bit. Because I see a few figures here, that this figure that's just eating the fruit and looks kind of wicked to me. But otherwise, in general, there is going to be a lot of activity. It's like your subconscious, it's like something in you, your body knows that there's going to be so much abundance and activity happening, and it's just prepping you for it. It's prepping you to show up as who you really are, so that you don't end up saying yes to the things you don't want, so that you don't bite off more than you can chew, and so that your energy is spick and span, it's clean, your aura is cleansed before you enter this worldly sphere. All of these are internal cards, the three cards I pulled before, and it's mostly of darkness, being in the dark to unearth something. And here the unearthing has happened, the fruits have come out. Okay, but how do you keep your composure and your peace in all this chaos? That's why we need the work of the previous three cards, and that's what the universe is preparing you for. It's preparing you for abundance, but you don't want to jump into this chaos and not making head or tails of it. You don't want to do that, and that's what this reading is about, guys. So rest assured, the good things are coming your way, but also be prepared for a lot of activity in your sphere. Before that, you are getting some time to really orient yourself, understand yourself, go deep within yourself. So take this opportunity, treat the darkness as a delicious cake or a delicious dark chocolate that you get to like enjoy before you break out into the sunlight, because they're both beautiful in their own way, and right now you're going to get a good opportunity to go to dive deep within yourself. And I hope you take that opportunity if this reading resonates with you. And if you like this, if you like my content, this is the niche for astrology, self-development and spirituality on YouTube. And if you like this, then please hit like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.